అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. నమో నమః. సర్వేభ్యో నమస్కారः. Today we are going to have a webinar from Sri P.S. Murthy garu. He is well known to us. He is part of Veda Samskruti Samiti. He will be taking a webinar on karma and horoscope. Let us start the session with Prarthana by Padmavati garu. Padmavati garu, please.
వందే మాత్రం చెప్పనా అండి ముందర గురువు గారు?
చెప్పండి.
శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. వందే మాతరం వందే మాతరం సుజలాం సుఫలాం మలయజసి తలాం తస్య శ్యామలాం మాతరం వందే మాతరం. శుభ్రజోత్స్న పులకితయామి కుసుమిత ద్రుమదళ శోభిని సుభాషిణి సుమధుర భాషిణి సుఖదాం వరదాం మాతరం వందే మాతరం వందే మాతరం. ఒక నిమిషం మెడిటేషన్ గురువు గారు. హరి ఓం. 3 సార్లు ఓంకారం అండి. ఓం గణానాం త్వా గణపతిం హవామహే కవిం కవీనాం ఉపవస్రవస్తమం జ్యేష్ఠరాజం బ్రహ్మణాం బ్రహ్మణస్పత ఆనః శృణ్వన్నోతిభిः సీదసాదనం. ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఓం ప్రణో దేవి సరస్వతి వాజేభిర్వాజినీవతి దీనామవిత్ర్యవతు. ఓం శ్రీ మహాసరస్వత్యై నమః. ఓం గురుదేవ గతి గురుమేవ భజే గురుణైవ సహాస్మి నమో గురవే. న గురోః పరమం శిశురస్మి గురోః మతిరస్తి గురౌ మాం పాహి గురో. ఓం జ్ఞానానందమయం దేవం నిర్మలస్ఫటికాకృతిం ఆధారం సర్వ విద్యానాం హయగ్రీవం ఉపాస్మహే. శృతి స్మృతి పురాణానాం ఆలయం కరుణాలయం నమామి భగవత్పాద శంకరం లోక శంకరం. శంకరం శంకరాచార్యం కేశవం బాదరాయణం సూత్రభాష్యకృతౌ వందే భగవంతౌ పునః పునః. ఈశ్వరో గురురాత్మేతి మూర్తిభేద విభాగినే వ్యోమవద్వ్యాప్త దేహాయ దక్షిణామూర్తయే నమః. ఓం అసతో मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय ओम शांति 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 ओम मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथि देवो भव ओम सहनाववतु सह नौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्वी नावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 सत्यं वद धर्मं चर सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त सन्मंगलानि भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम
ఓం
ధన్యవాదములండి పద్మావతి గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. Now I am going to introduce Sri P.S. Murthy garu. He served in Government of Andhra Pradesh, a joint director, and he held many important positions, and he is responsible for bringing IT to Hyderabad. And in the process, he has visited many countries like Dubai, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Nepal, Japan, USA, UK, and almost all states in India for bringing investments in IT sector and presence of IT companies, and to promote Andhra Pradesh as most preferred IT destination. And he has got many awards for his hard work done during this tenures. And he is a MCOM, MBA, PJ diploma in computer applications, gold medalist in astrology, Jyotisha Visharada, and silver medalist in palmistry. And having served in central and state governments in various capacities for 42 years, has well acquainted with the administrative rules, regulations, and procedures and processes, establishment, personnel and HR matters of Government of India. So with this brief introduction, I request P.S. Murthy garu to start his webinar on karma and astrology. P.S. Murthy garu, please.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः सभायै नमः सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमस्कारः కల్నల్ బాబు గారికి ప్రణామములు ప్రభాకర్ రావు గారికి మహోదయులందరికీ నా నమస్కారములు థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ మై ప్రొఫైలింగ్ మై జర్నీ ఇన్ దిస్ వరల్డ్ థ్యాంక్స్ ఎ లాట్ బాబు గారు నౌ ఐ హ్యావ్ బీన్ విత్ ది వేద సంస్కృతి సమితి quite a long time, and I have been sharing my knowledge across the platform off and on. So far, I have covered Vastu and Jyotisha and the Vedanta, Vedangas, how they are related in Sanatana Dharma. Some topics I have tried to attempt. So as part of this effort, as a samidha to Agni. So this time I want to, this Agni is the Sanatana Dharma Agni. This is like Jatra Agni, this is the Gnana Agni. So in this, I want today to contribute some little of my known exposure and what I could share on the subject of karma theory and how it is related to astrology. So karma everybody knows, and karma is the basic concept in our Sanatan Dharma and our Hindutva. So when we think of karma, then what is that karma? How does it affect on us? Whether karma is there or not? If karma is there, then what is karma phala? What are various types of karmas? I hope the screen is visible, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So these points, and I would like to relate that we talk of houses, rasis, signs, planets, and there are certain houses which are specifically meant to show, to indicate the karma of an individual, as per the natal chart, as well as also as per his dasha and antardasha, that is the transit which goes during his life cycle. So coming to my presentation, first I will go through a small prayer. Namaste Gananathaya Brahmane Brahmarupine Anadhanam Pranadhaya Vigneshaya Namo Namaha Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhautame Sada Gnananandamayan Devam Nirmala Spatika Krutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmehe Vedanta Vakyeshu Sadaramantaha Bhikshanna Matrena Cha Tushtimantaha Visokavantaha Karanera Mantaha Kaupenavantaha Kalubhagyavantaha Guru Brahma Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. So now coming to my PPT, I would request my friends, if there is any flaw in my PPT or whether I am diverting out of the subject, please do stop me then and there, and then we will try to restrain ourselves to the subject and time allocated to me today. So now this is my favorite screen. I would have been putting this Lord Veda, Rishi Veda Vyasa telling the preaching the Lord Ganesha about Vedas, Vedangas, and he scripted them all. So then how these have come, knowledge, how it is transmitted by our ancient sages through Shruti and Smruti. Shruti is Aporshayam, that is Vedas, Vedangas, Vedantas and all. Smrutis are which are minutized or memorized or remembered. They are Dharma Shastras, then Puranas, Upavedas, etc. So Vedas are our primary source of knowledge for leading a happy and comfortable life, as well as to pursue the spiritual pursuit. Veda Purabhaga is known as Karma Kanda. Vedanta Bhaga, Vedanta Bhaga is known as the Gnana Kanda, that is for Gnana Samamparjana, that is for acquiring self-knowledge. And during our life, one need to follow either Karma Kanda or Gnana Kanda, depending on the phases of life. What are the phases of life? We know Bala, Yavana, Kaumarya, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas, Ashramas. So every human being, every creature has to go through this, because I believe there are 84 lakh pranis in this universe. Out of them, Manava Janma is Utkrishta Janma. So as Manava Janma, as the Manava is nothing but incarnation of God himself. Atma Gnanam or Aham Brahmasmi, that is how it has come. So this is the knowledge transformation diagram, flow chart, Shruti, Smruti. Shruti are Vedas, as I said, Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, Adharana Veda. They are done through Karma Kandas, Gnana Kandas, and then we have the Gnana Kanda is through Upanishads. There are 108 Upanishads basically, out of them 12 are known. All these things we know very well. So Aitreya, Chandogya, Kena, so all those Upanishads are there. Then coming to Smriti, they are remembered one. They are Dharma Shastras, Puranas. 4 Dharma Shastras are there, 18 Puranas are there. Then we have the Vedangas are there, Darshanas they are called, and then Vedangas are there, then epics, Puranas, Mahabharata, Ramayana are there. So then Upavedas are there, Adharvana Veda, Dhanurveda, all these things are there. Then we have Agama Shastras are there, Shaiva Agamam, Vaishnava Agamam, all Shakta Agamam. So Agama Shastras are there. So for temple rituals and all those things. Then under Vedangas, we have Jyotisha. So Jyotisha has again branches, Siddhanta, Samhita, Hora, Ganita, Shekuna and Prashna Shastras. So under Samhita, we have again the Mukhavidya, Padavidya, Hangavidya and Hastareka. So this is a broad classification. So then this slide is in Telugu. I request my friends to excuse me because better if it is in Telugu, we will be able to communicate properly. So this creation is through the Bhumi, that is our Mother Earth, and Mother Earth and nature, and then Mother Earth, nature has the life. So these are the three components in the creation. Bhumi, earth, nature, and life. So these are the three components. These three components are controlled by Pancha Mahabhutas, they are called. So in the next slide I will tell. So, and then Jivam, that life comprises of the Jiva Koti, that is the human beings. The human beings, as a human being, he is a Sangha Jivi. So he adopts the society and he is adopted by the society. So for that, for his Sangha Jivanam, a human being will have to be individual as well as societal. So Vyaktigata, Samistigata, both lives he has to go through. Individual life is different and social life is different. Today, what I am trying to share my knowledge is to my society. So this is societal life. Whereas my personal life is different. What Colonel Babu sir told, that was my personal life. Okay. So in personal life, we have the family, relations, and then in Samajamu, in society, we have the society, then country. Then if it country comes, then we have the mundane astrology there. So universe, country, and then world. So all those things, mundane astrology will come. For individual, we need to go through the Shodasa Samskaras in the life cycle. Short Samskaras, we know. Sita Mahalakshmi Madam tells about this very good. So, and then by getting the Shodasa Samskaras, through the Shodasa Samskaras, we will try to achieve the Purusharthas. What are those Purusharthas? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Who does these Purusharthas? All human beings which are categorized as Varnas by virtue of their professions, not by birth. That again I will try to touch upon. So those Varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Sudra, Vaishya Varnas. And through 4 ashramas, I have already told Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. And then how we do that? We liquidate these Purusharthas or achieve these Purusharthas through liquidating our Runatrayas. What are those Runatrayas? Deva, Rishini, Pitrutarpanas. Then by doing all these things, by the virtue of the cyclical process, we get the Jivan Mukti. For that, Shastras and Puranas help us in our virtuous living. Okay. So this is that slide. And then coming that how this evolution has happened, first of all. So this sloka says that Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyat anna sambhavaha. Yagnat bhavati parjanya yagna karma samudbhavaha. This is Bhagavad Gita chapter 13 verse 14. Karma Yogam it is told. Lord Krishna describes that rain begets grains. So through rains, the grains have come. And grains are eaten and transformed into energy. Energy is blood, strength, sinam, veram, all these things what we call. And from blood we get the serum. And from serum we get the seeds. Seeds, the human seeds as well as the physical seeds, the material seeds from which the human body is created. And again the human beings perform the yagnas. Yagnas cause rains and the cycle continues. So, human beings, while living constantly, interact with nature or Panchamahabhutas through an act of balancing process. That is why what we say, this course of evolution or course of evolution of a human being is explained in Taittiriya Upanishad also in 3.2.1 that through this sloka, Om Tasmadva etasmat tasmana akasham sambhutah akashad vayu vayur agni agni apaha adabhyam prudvi prudvyam aushadhiyah aushadhibhya annam annat purushah sa eva esha purusho annam rasamayah. So this sloka, this is what in Bhagavad Gita, this is told in Taittiriya Upanishad also, but this talks more of the Omkara Shabdam. From Omkaram, all these things happened, all these Panchamahabhutas has come, Prakriti has come. So that is the, from Om, Brahman, is the truth has come, knowledge has come, which is infinite and eternal. And then that is the spirit itself. From spirit, ether has come. From ether, air has come. From air, fire has come. From fire, water has come. From water, earth has come. And from earth, herbs and plants. From herbs and plants, food. Finally, from food, man was born. So same thing. What told Bhagavad Gita, it is told correlating to with the Panchamahabhutas. So the man, this human being is made essential of substance of food. So annat rasamayaha. So then, how this then human body? What is that? What it comprises of? Man comprises of what? Stula, Sushma, Sariras. Stula, Sukshma and Stula. Sukshma is finer, Stula is gross. That is from micro to macro. Whatever we find outside, we find inside our body also. So whatever we find outside, what are they? Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu, Akash. So all these things also there are in the body. Body is made of 70% of water, we all know. So, and then this body is controlled by these 7 chakras. 7 chakras. What 7? 7 is a very pious number for us. Saptarishi, Saptadhatu, then Sapta Misrama, then Sapta colors, 7 colors. Likewise, we have 7 chakras also, right from Muladhara chakra. Muladhara chakra is controlled by Lord Ganesha to the crown chakra. Karal chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, Muladhara chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, Manipura chakra, Anahata chakra, Visuddha chakra, Agnya chakra, Sahasrara chakra. Sahasrara chakra is at the top, Murdhnena, right on top of our head, from where in the 9th month of the when we are in the womb of the mother, 9th month, the Atma, Paramatma enters into us. Then when the Paramatma goes out, when we get the moksha, nirvana, or whatever we call, at that time also, from Murdhrena, from Murdhvam, from crown chakra only, the Almighty departs our body. So this is what Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, Adi Devika. So then this is how our body is controlled by macro and micro elements. So, and there is some other saying that your human body is nothing but gruha. So what that sloka says, gruhana iti gruham. Gruhana iti gruham. So whatever the house comprises, same thing our body comprises. What are they? There are total 10 doors representing 10 sensual organs. 10 doors. Front, upper portion 3, and then middle portion 3, in between 2, and then outer side 3. So total 10 doors representing 10 organs. So upper side, what are the organs which controls our body? Eyes, nose, skin, ear, tongue, panchendriyas. So through these panchendriyas, we assimilate the information. So they are our information feeds. And then by your speech, hands, feet. Why I am talking? Hands. Hands and speech you talk. Vachakaha. Vachaka karma you do. And by hands and feet you do kayaka karma. And by gentles you do kamya karma. So like this, so 5 organs are upper side of the body which gets the information, and and then the 5 remaining organs, they are middle and down below the body, they excretes or they sends out the information, feeds action, through action they sends out. So this is what this our body is compared to the Gruha house. So then, so what this binds by totally, this body? This body, it binds by 3 gunas. Bhagavad Gita chapter 14 verse 5. In Guru Traya Vibhaga Yogam, it is told, Sattva Raja Tama iti gunaha Prakriti Sambhavaha Nibaddhanti Mahabhaho Dehe Dehinam Avyayam. So this body, these actions, these external or internal actions are performed by body. Action means karma. So these bodies are performed by these 3 gunas. 3 gunas are there in everybody. Somebody, they are in the percentage, proportionate wise. Somebody will have the sattva guna more. Somebody will have rajoguna more. Somebody will have the tamoguna. This gunas also depends on the habits, attitudes, and the behavior. These 3 gunas depend. So sattva guna, what does it represent? It represents goodness, peacefulness, morality, well-being, serenity. Rajoguna represents passion, endless desire, ambitions. Then Tamoguna represents the ignorance or laziness or delusion or intoxication, all those things. So these qualities bind the eternal soul to the perishable body, basically. And then this I have already discussed. So then however we are made of, when these gunas act on us, when these gunas act on us, how do we behave? How do we behave? ध्यायतो विषयास् पुंसः संगस्तेषुपजायते संगात् संजायते कामा कामात् क्रोधाभिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. So this is again from Bhagavad Gita. So Lord Krishna is telling Sanjaya, because of your thought, the thought process, initial thought process gives you some association. Then an example is given here that the thought process, when person starts thinking by observing something, for example, a beautiful flower he observes. So that is then the thought process, it starts. So in that thought process, he sees the flower. Then what he thought? He thought the flower is very beautiful. Then next comes the desire. Next comes the desire. Sangasteshu upajayate. So sangat sanjayate kama. So then desire comes. Kama is nothing but desire. So how that desire? I want this flower. This is very beautiful. I want to own it. But what happens? In the meantime, somebody plucks that flower and takes away. So at that point of time, you get anger. Sanjayate kama, kamat krodaha. Because of the desire, when desire not fulfilled, you get angry. Krodaha. So when that krodha comes, then the obsessiveness increases. I can't forget. I want it back. So that is when where obsession starts. When obsession starts, what happens? We lose our wisdom. We have seen the Mahabharata. When obsession starts, how Duryodhana behaved, how Dusasana behaved, all those things we know. So then he loses the wisdom. So basic the spiritual values are forgotten. And in the process, he forgets his goal also. His goal is what? His goal is to uh, to to smell the flower or to see the flower, to enjoy. But that he forgot. So, and because of this loss of wisdom, then this discretionary intelligence power has goes out, unable to decide right or wrong. So, loss of perspectiveness will go away. That becomes the downfall. Buddhi nasat pranasyati. Then that makes you down your lower and emotional levels, mental and emotional levels, it gets lower. So this is how the action reaction comes. Karma starts functioning. But this karma is associated with truth. So what is the truth? So in Bhajagovindam sloka, Adi Shankaracharya said, what he said, Sassangatve Nisangatvam, Nisangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatye Nischalatvam, Nischalatve Jivan Muktihi. So that is why first if you are associated with truth, if you use your senses of mind, then absolute truth will definitely appear to you. Then that is through how? That is Satsangatve, through Guru Parampara, through good association, like this what we are doing now. So by that, you get disassociated with all these family bandage or the local aberrations. Then Nisangatve Nirmohatvam. Then no moha, no obsession. You don't get obsessed at all. Because nothing is yours. Total detachment. When you get total detachment, nisangatve nischalatvam, then you get your stillness in mind. So then your mind will be very peaceful, very silent, very lucid. Nischalatvam is nothing but Jivan Mukti. That is where you get the Jivan Mukti. So this is how the liberation gives the benefits of material and spiritual life. So then if this is the case, we have seen how the passion works and how the passion can be controlled. But then what is the purpose of human life at all? So then for that we have seen that Purushartha, the four Purusharthas to achieve, what we have to do? You have to do dharma, you have to go right way of living, duties, laws and conduct, as per our Dharma Shastras or Sanatan Dharma. Then Ardha, you have to secure. For living yourself, you have to secure the comfort. Ardha means not only money, material comforts to live, to eat your food, sustenance, sustaining. And then Kamya, for to be able to, you have to do some Kamya. Kamya is nothing but karma. Kamya is not only the sexual pleasures. Kamya means karma, doing the karma. So that karma is through what? Karma is you do through action, and action is depends on your fate as well as the consequences. So karma is what? Karma is sum of one's actions, good or bad, through all his lives, past and present. That is previous birth, this birth, next birth, all those things. Because we don't know how many births we take place. Maybe 1,000, we don't know. So the karma performance during this birth decides your next birth. So then comes the moksha, ultimately attaining liberation, salvation through the getting out of the cycle of samsara. That is what one wants. That is possible only when you get rid of all the accumulated karmas. And when one realizes the ultimate unity between one soul and reality of Brahman, through detachment, what we have discussed. And doing one's own duty. So that is why, then what is karma? Karma is action or doing. Not doing also is there. That we will discuss. What not doing anything. When you will not do anything. So karma is a system where beneficial effects are derived from past beneficial actions and harmful effects from past harmful actions. So good and bad, both. So a system of actions and reactions, like Newton's third law, where the soul, this Jivatma, goes through the cycle of birth and death and rebirths. So that is why even in Bhajagovindam also, Adi Shankaracharya said that it's a birth and rebirth and all those things. So punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jhatare sayanam. Okay, so but all this you have to do till you absolve all your karmas. In one birth, you achieve some good karma or do some good punya, then after you go to heaven or whatever you call, then what happens? When that stock of punya get exhausted, then you come to earthly plane back. This is what Kshina Punya Martya Lokam Vishanti. The Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 21. So, karmas are therefore have to be enjoyed or suffered here itself. Otherwise, they do not get liquidated. So then, having known karma, what are the types of karmas? So we have three karmas: Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma, Agami karma. This is basic classification. Basing on the type of karma which we perform. So there are other classifications also that we will see. Sanchita karma is those karmas, the total karma accumulated by a jivatma over a period of his lifetime. So, and then prarabdha karma is that portion of sanchita karma which will fructify during this lifetime. Then after you go through the prarabdha karma here, then why you do some karma here again in this life, maybe some good or bad. So all these kitty will go to the next, that is called agami karma, the karma created in this lifetime, some agami karma, so fructifies in this lifetime, while the balance joins the sanchita karma for your next cycle of birth. So this is the three types of karma: sanchita, prarabdha, agami karma. And then, so this is what explained here. So, sanchita karma or accumulated karma, and then prarabdha karma. So, prarabdha karma, again, they divided into three. What are they? Dridha karma, adridha karma, dridha adridha karma. So, what does it mean? I'll just have a glass of water. Thank you. So, prarabdha karma operates inherited from previous birth or previous life, being enjoying in the present life. So this prarabdha karma is connected with fate or destiny. So when this fate or destiny comes, then here astrology plays a role. So that we will discuss. Then this prarabdha karma enables one to decide, make his own future. Again, that depends on how to do the prarabdha karma and basing on your fate or destiny. That again depends on, you can, to certain extent, you can identify and then attach the significance to the astrological combinations. Then dridha karma, prarabdha karma is three, na? So dridha karma is good or bad results which are unaltered as destiny prevails. So you have to undergo that dridha karma. Even our great saints, seers, they also could not avoid. We all know Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had the cancer. Even Ramana Maharshi had to. Though he has seen the Atmagnani become Atmagnani here itself, and everybody knows he is Atmagnani, but still he has to undergo the prarabdha karma. So that is what based on your destiny. That is dridha karma. Adridha karma, one can exercise free will. To certain extent, he can change. That is how Say there is a karma that you have to met with an accident, maybe a fatal. But through astrology, by knowing in advance that your period, your dasha, your antardasha is not good, you can plan well in advance. At least you can try to minimize that accident. You can't avoid totally. Prarabdha karma is there now. So you can't avoid. You have to undergo. But the intensity can be reduced. This is where Adrida karma, where one exercises free will and then perform that karma. Drida Adrida, again mixed of destiny, of free destiny or free will prevail. So when there is destiny or free will prevails, at that time, what you can do? So while thinking, 2 and 3 can be changed, avoided by remedial measures, shantis, etc., by going through your astrological cycle, horoscope, or whatever it is called. So 2 and 3, Drida Adrida karma can be to some certain extent modified or intensity reduced. So Agami karma we have already seen. So this is what is done with our karma sharir. So this will go to the next birth. Then this is what, then you will ask me what is free, fate, destiny, free will. So the fate, destiny or free will is depicted in this picture, where the fate or destiny is a power which predetermines future events in organized fashion. You can't avoid. Na karmara anukuntam ade karma ante ade, that is what. So but astrologically you can visualize the strokes of fate. In some dasha is not good, then you can say. And even palmistry also, if there are see, we will say in palmistry that if there are some dots here, if there are some dots here on the hand, we will say this dot is at this place is not good. Then you may met with an accident or you may have some health problem. So that is how, to certain extent, you can try to visualize the strokes of fate, fortune or misfortune through your horoscope. So astrological aspect is useful in counseling not only the health, careers, marriage, all these professional achievements. Then, so this is what is fate and free destiny. Then this area of circle is where destiny, called destiny. Area of circle is called destiny. Where a horse, say a horse is pegged here with some rope. So where a horse can avoid misfortunes and get mixed benefits. This peg is the fate where horse, which fate cannot be changed. No? So you cannot change. The peg is remains. But horse grazes in the field, moves around with the rope to the extent possible. Pits are also good. There are some pits in the field. So those pits are represented by good fortunes or misfortunes. So you have to see the pit and then go forward. You have to see the hurdles, cross the hurdles, obstacles. Then rope, for pegging the horse, that is the rope is nothing but the free will. So with the rope, you are able to maneuver, you are able to manipulate, you are able to graze to the maximum extent, avoiding pits. So this is what fate or destiny or free will are explained. Hope you try to catch me. So then karma phala. So drida we have seen. Drida karmas are one whose results cannot be altered. So that is as per Deva. And then that is why Bhagavan said that in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 47, Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phalesh kadachanaha ma karma phala he turbhu mate sango astva karmani. So do your duty but not concern yourself with results as far as Drita karma is concerned. So Drida we have seen. So then there are another type of karma. I said that's nothing, doing nothing. Doing nothing is vikarma. Vikarma. And doing nothing is also, vikarma is also represented as what? Akarma. Sorry. doing nothing is vikarma. There is karma, akarma. What is akarma? What is not karma? You see akarma when we reach the stage of total God contemplation. When you are immersed in the Lord, when you come to Gnana Yoga, when you come to Sannyasa Yoga, when you come to Vanaprastha Yoga, then you will understand, I have done everything. What is there for me? Nothing. Whatever God has told me, or whatever fate has dictated me, whatever destiny prevailed on me, I have done my duty to the extent possible, following the dharma, sanatana dharma, following the rightful living, virtuous living, ahimsa, asteya, what we call, all those 10 principles we followed and did our karma. Enough. So there are no duties performed, but karma is there now. So he sees that karma as akarma. And akarma as karma. Who? That yogi, gnani. So this is the stage of akarma leading to salvation. So this akarma is possible when karma is done with total detachment, morality, with no desire for fruits of such karmas. It is the high stage of yogic development. That is what akarma. Then vikarma, not doing anything. What not doing anything? Anti-parental karma. What we are supposed to our parents, we have not done. We put them in old age homes. Or we never bothered about our parents. So in this society nowadays, this is happening. Most of the cases are like this only. Who bothers about their parents? Old people. Those who do not have anything, if they have something to be supported with wealth, health, fame and all, it's okay, they are treated properly. If they are not in a position, then they are kicked out. So anti-parental karma, anti-family karma, even not doing what you are supposed to do, not taking care of your wife, family, children, relation, to the extent possible. That is also anti-family karma, anti-society karma. We know all what anti-society karma is. Huh? Not following the, ahimsa. All these things are anti-society. Even traffic violation, that is also anti-society. So, what is the results of these karmas? Akarma leads to salvation. Vikarma leads to divine punishment. Terrible cycle of rebirths and endless sufferings. Then karma leads to akarma or vikarma. Akarma elements leads to also, vikarma leads to bondage. End of the bondage. Okay, so this is what akarma, vikarma. And then there is another karma called kriyamana karma. Kriyamana karma is the area in which a man can make or mar his destiny. So by performing his karma effectively, efficiently, truthfully, rightfully, virtuously, he can make his destiny. If not, he can mar his destiny. If some government officer is end with corruption, what happens? He goes to jail. Simple as that. So the karma done by him in this area either creates future karmas and a longer cycle of births and rebirths. So this also may happen. If you do not do your karma properly, if you do akarma, if you don't do akarma, if you do vikarma, so you get your bad karma accumulated and it results in the more births and rebirths. So it's again an area which materialistic cultures will find hard to accept. So because our materialistic life is only making money and all those things. So we know that. So Kriyamana Karma gives visible results of motivations. They are instantaneous and they are delayed. Motivations are pure, auspicious, impure or inauspicious. Invisible results are worldly and spiritual. This we know. Okay. So then the karma, how do you affect? One is madana, longing, obsessiveness. Rend is unmada. That is what we saw in the earlier slide. Maddening, becomes mad. And then Dipana, kindling. Then Mohana, Mohita, Mohitulam autumn. So Mohana, getting enchanted. Then Shoshana, wasting. So this is what the 5 effects of a kama or a desire. So in the process, what happens? You get honor, we get dishonor, we get gain, we get loss, we get rise and fall in life. All these are because of the results of karmas of past lives or this life. And because of this, you get unhappiness, which is result of our own karma of past lives, and so is happiness. So when this karma starts, see, I have read somewhere, so that's why I put this. The moment a person enters the womb of the mother, he begins to experience the results of the karmas of his past lives. This is somewhere I read. That's why I put, I need to be corrected about this. Okay. So then, as per Vedanta, Sanchita karmas already done. There is nothing can be done about that. Prarabdha karma are the one which are inclined to perform in this life, constitute free will, Purushartha portion. While doing Prarabdha karma, one is given to chance to guide his own destiny. The effects of bad karma will be mitigated by living virtuously, performing good deeds, such as helping others, worshipping Lord, etc. So then, we talked about destiny. What is astrology? Astrology is beyond the perception of 5 senses. Our 5 senses, some 6th sense or intuition which prevails on our knowledge, which is concealed, and it can predict the past and future events through the Jyotisha. Jyotisha is light. Jyotisha is light. So, through this light of knowledge, through this Vedanga, we can do that. So, that can try to minimize the havoc to be caused by the destiny. So when we come to Jyotisha, I am not going into details of various what is comprises of Jyotisha and all. So I want to be a little precise, and I don't want to go into the deeper into the subject. So the zodiac is taken into 360 degrees, and 360 degrees is divided into 12 parts. Those 12 parts are made as 12 signs, 12 rasis. So those rasis are the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. This is based on the movement of sun. So we get the Makara Sankranti when sun enters the when sun enters the Cancer. So, and then today, this month, from tomorrow onwards, the sun enter into Sagittarius, that is Dhanus. So, this Sankramanam happens every month. So, sun rotates per month one sign, that is 12 signs he rotates. So that is why our birth time is calculated basing on the sun's rotation, that is either Lagna or ascendant is called. Each sign is ruled by, this is the Kalapurusha's chart. See, as per Kalapurusha chart, each sign is ruled by one graha. There are 9 grahas. Out of 7, 7 are the sun, moon, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Mars, and then Saturn. The other 2 grahas are Rahu, Ketu. They are called shadow planets. They, wherever they are placed in these signs, so they acquire the qualities of the lords of these signs. So coming to Aries, the lord is Mars. Taurus, lord is Venus. Then Gemini, Lord is the planet, ruling planet is Buddha, that is Mercury. Cancer, the ruling planet is Moon. Leo, the ruling planet is Sun. Virgo, the ruling planet is again Mercury. So Mercury holds 2 houses, that is Gemini and Virgo. Then Libra, Again, Venus. So Venus holds two houses, that is Libra and Taurus. I think you can see from here. So this is Taurus, this is Libra, and this is Mercury, this is Gemini, and this is the Virgo. And then Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Again, Aries. So the opposite, see. So these are the Mars, and this is Scorpio is Mars. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So then Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Then Aquarius, Kumbham is ruled by again Saturn. So Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter rules two signs. Venus rules two signs. Mars rules two signs. Mercury rules two rasis, two signs. Sun and Moon each sign, one rasi. So that is why for this planetary kingdom, Sun is the king, Moon is the queen, and then Mercury is the Yuvaraja, prince. Mars is the chief of the army, and then Brahaspati is Rajguru. Shukra is also Guru. He is Rakshasa Guru. So, but it is not Rakshasa Guru actually. Actually, what happens is Guru, Brahaspati gives the gives the Sattva Guna. Venus gives the Rajo Guna. That is the only difference. Both are Rajguru, both are Gurus only, and ministers only. And then the Saturn is the soldier. Rahu Ketu are the which helps the Saturn. So they are the frontline workers. So this is the about the Zodiac cabinet. And then so when we think of this cabinet, so whoever born in whichever sign, it is called Lagna. And at Lagna, who is there at point of them, which planet is there, what are the characteristics of those planets. And this again, a small thing that I wanted to tell, that each sign is of 30 degrees. 30 degrees is ruled by normally two nakshatras of four padas and one pada of the another nakshatra. So that is how this is ruled. And again, each nakshatra is controlled by one planet. So, for example, if we take for Kritika nakshatra, Venus is the Lord, and Sun is the Lord, and Rohini, Moon is the Lord, Mrgasira, Mars is the Lord, ruling planet. So when a person born at the time of the birth, in whichever sign the sun is there, that is his ascendant, and whichever sign the moon is there, that is his Chandra Rasi, and Chandra Rasi is based on the star, his birth star, and the birth star Lord, whoever is star, he also influences. So what are the influences that are that will be done? One is Lagna, the other is Moon, third is the planets where they are posted, and fourth is Nakshatra, fifth is Nakshatra Lord. So these are the combinations that works out by a Jyotish, by an astrologer, while calculating a person's events. So this is science. This is basic on certain degrees, calculations. For that, we see the strength of a planet. How do we see the strength of a planet? There are some tools are there. They are well-proven mathematical tools like Shadbala, Astakavarga. So these are the tools. Basing on these tools, we will decide which planet is stronger in that birth chart of a particular person. So that strong planet dictates the fate of that person. Likewise, every planet has some dasha. That dasha is for example, Jupiter is there. Jupiter dasha is something. Shukra Mahardasha is something. Sun, 6 years. Sun Mahardasha is different. Saturn, 17 years. So these dashas, these dashas also, during those dashas, if that planet is good for that native, basing on his strength, so he gives good results. So this is basically predictive analysis of a chart. So these are the planets. what I am trying to tell are the planet's characteristics. Now we will discuss. We will say what is the planet, how does it help, what sun gives. So this is the sloka says Surya Sauryam Atah Indu Ucha Padavim Sanmangalam Mangalaha Subuddhincha Guruscha Sukraha Sukaha Sha Seni Rahu Bahur Balam Karotu Satatam Ketu Kulasya Unnatim. So these are the fundamental characteristics of a planet. So what Rahu gives? The sun gives the gallantry, sorium, fame, name. Moon gives you the high authority and then high auspiciousness. And then high Ucha Padavim. He gives Ucha Padavim, high power. Then moon gives you the moon gives you Ucha Padavim. Then Mars gives you always good by your Parakrama. And then Mercury gives you the Buddhi, intellect. Jupiter gives you the knowledge. And then Sun gives you the capacity to sustain. Saturn gives you the capacity to handle the tough situations. Rahu gives you the Parakrama, aspirations. And then Ketu gives the lineage, progress of family tree. So these are fundamental basic attributes as told by Parashara, Maharshi Parashara in Brihat Parashara Horashastra. So then, how do you do your karma? Karma is you take some profession. Either become a thief, or become an agriculturist, or become a lawyer, or become a pandit, or become some politician. So, how this is created? As per Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 verse 13, what is this told in that? Chaturvarnam Maya Srushta Guna Karma Vibhajate Gunakarma Vibhagasaha Tasya Kartaram Apimam Vidya Kartaram Avyayam. So, what Lord Krishna said, this Chaturvarna, what I have created, people are thinking, this is done by me, not by you. You people have not created. By what? By basing on the people's qualities and activities. I am the creator of this system. So don't think that you are following some caste and all. This caste is created by Lord Krishna himself. But what? Basing on not his birth, basing on his qualities and activities. Again, he said in chapter 18, verse 41, Brahmana Kshatriya Vaishya Shudranancha Parantapa Karmani Pravi Bhaktani Swabhavaha Prabhave Gunaha. So, how these Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Varnas have come, the duties, how they have prescribed, the duties prescribed to these four Varnas are based on their qualities in according to their gunas, not by birth. So, now we are coming to profession. So, what is this profession actually? How this profession arrived? So, this profession is arrived basing on one's nature, according to his guna, that constitutes his personality, and then they perform the duties, karmas, basing on their profession. So, that is why the professions have evolved first basically basing on the Chaturvarnas, and they were through Gurukulas. Everybody has Gurukula. Brahmana has his own Gurukula. Kshatriya has Gurukulas. And then Vaishyas have their own Gurukulas. Sudras do have their Gurukulas. So everybody was having Gurukulas at that point of time basing on Chaturvarnas. Then this, because of Macaulay, this Gurukul concept has totally gone. Now we are following British education system, KG to PG. So, and industrial revolution also brought lot of changes in trades and professions. The four varnas professions now vanished totally. So now the scientific, speed age, space, IT, then forensic, intelligence, media, disaster management, atomic energy, then cosmetic industry, hotel industry, hospitality industry, logistics, whatnot. So besides the defense, railway, space, atomic energy, all those things. So these are new professions that have evolved. So, but how do we relate these professions and these uh, karma bhavas with astrological bhavas? In Jyotisha, the four Purushardhas are related to these four houses. Each 12 houses are there, we discussed now. So out of these 12 houses, so three houses are distributed for the Purushardhas. Dharma houses are called 159. 159. One is Tanubhava. Tanu means self, Atma. So one is Tanbhava. Tanubhava decides the dharma. Correct. So what you feel, what you follow, what you preach, what you practice is that dharma. So that is noticed from your first house, from Lagna or ascendant. Then fifth house. Fifth house is your education. That is the place for education. So in education, it gives knowledge. So by the fifth house, we know. One will know. Fifth house, which house is that? Ruled by which planet? With the lord of that house, and what are the strength and combinations of those planets. PAC it is called, position, aspect, conjunction of each planet. Basing on that, we will know how much knowledge you will get, how your fifth house functions. Then ninth house is what? It is your father's place, guru place, higher education, guru sthana, gnanam, purva punyam. So from ninth house also we know, basing on the planets. If ninth house is Jupiter is there, then you are a gnani. But say in ninth house, if Rahu or Ketu there, you know, they are different. So that is how the prediction can be made. So 159 are dharma houses. Ardha, money related houses are second, sixth, and 10th houses. Second house is the Kutumbasthanam, family house, where you get money for the family, where you make your living. So second house is decided that. And sixth house is Runa Roga Setru. What debts you have, what diseases you have, how many enemies you have, that is reflected in your sixth house. So that is also having Ardha means not money in all aspects. 10th house is your profession, where how you earn your Ardha. So that is to 10th house, where it is represent. It is called 10th house is for karma, rajya, profession. So this is meant for that. Karma, 10th house. So 10th house is Ardhasthana. Then Kama or Kamya. So 3rd, 7th, and 11th bhavas are Kamya houses. So this Kamya, third house, gives you the capacity, your Shakti, Vinam, power, muscle power. All these things, it comes in third house. By that we will decide what is the your which planet is there, and whether you have your necessary strength. Seventh house is your marriage place, which wife you will get, how your spouse will be. So that seventh house decides your family life. Then 11th house is Labhasthana. So because of fulfilling your desires, what profit you are getting? So 11th house is your friends, and then your Labhasthana, it is called. So then finally moksha. So dharma, artha, kamya, moksha. So moksha house places are 4th, 8th, 12th houses. By them we will know the moksha. So 4th house is what? 4th house is mother's place. Mother, you have come from the womb, again you will go to the womb. So janana, that is what called punarapi jananam, puranapi maranam, jhatare sayanam. So fourth house represents your nirvana, moksha, birth, rebirth. Eighth house represents about your longevity. So how many years you are going to survive, whether alpaish, ardhaish, purnaish. So, and then what type of, because eighth house is a shadow house. Suddenly something happens. That can be known through eighth house. So then 12th is your last house, where it is also represented as expenditure house. Vyayam, expenditure is through, by what? By going out, by getting nirvanam, by getting moksham, or by getting sleep. So these are the houses which decides the. So now you know what is your kama or karma place. Ardha place, you know. Dharma place. So these are the astrological bhavas that decides the four purushadhas. So whatever is said and done, we have a lot of problems in life. Health problems, conflicts in family, mental health issues, career obstacles, financial losses, whatnot. So, and then your children won't listen to us, business not going successfully, there are a lot of enemies. For this, where the place where you live, Vastu also compensates. Vastu also prevails upon. If there is a dosha in Vastu, it affects individuals' work or the karma. So when it affects the karma, but whether which one prevails upon what? Your dasha, antardasha, or your horoscope prevails, your fate, free will, destiny prevails upon these vastu doshas. But vastu dosha is a slow poison. So you need to harmonize your place of living with Panchamahabhutas, with the energies that you get from Panchamahabhutas. Either it is spiritual energy, or it is physical energy, or it is mental energy. All these energies come together. They should make a harmonious way of your living without any problems. So these imbalances, removing imbalances, also very much important in performing your works. So this is, I don't know whether this slide is relevant or not, unless anyhow, those who are Jupiterians and Apollonians, Venusians are they are good people normally. So that is who are having the Venus or Sun or Jupiter as their leading planets with having more strength. They are good, they are not criminal types. But Venus, if it is good alone, then he gives the more the sensual desires or kamya, luxuries, comforts, all those things. If Mercury, if he is strong in one's natal horoscope, he gives shrewdness. And if Mercury also sometimes brings dishonesty, then Martian qualities are susceptible to violence. Then lunar is fascination. Moon is a fascinating mind, like waning moon, like that. So lunarians are little imbalanced fellows. Then Saturn gives the solitude and loneliness and toughness in life. So this is about the planets and their personality disorders. Then what profession one will get, what karma he will perform. Jupiter and Mercury refer to intellectual avocations, like historians, mathematicians, scientists, philosophers, doctors, astronomers, astrologers, psychologists, psychoanalysts, judges, lawyers. So all intelligent professions are the asset from Jupiter or Mercury one gets. And Mercury also to trading activity, merchants, booksellers, publishers, stationers. Venus to aesthetic positions like musicians, actors, singers, dancers, dramatists, cinema stars, artists. And then Sun gives the economic occupation. Sun gives the authority, power, administration, politicians, bank workers, insurance workers, industrialists, mill owners. So all these Sun gives the all-powerful fame, name. Then Saturn, hardworking, mechanical jobs, laborers, agriculturists, carpenters, artisans. Like Rahu Ketu gives the routine works like clerks, all those things. So these are the normal. If in 10th house we start profession 10th house. If 10th house any of these planets are there, we can decide or we can tell which profession that particular native belongs, what karma he performs by virtue of his profession. So this is again statistical tools which is to be checked for what. So this is 10th house. I am talking more elaborately. So then see, we see the daily Panchanga for Muhurtam. Panchanga means 5 angas. What are those 5 angas? The 5 angas are Tidhi. Tidhi is about the day. Nakshatram, that is the star on which moon is there. Then Yogam, that is good period or bad period, the combination. Then Karanam. So this Karanam also plays an important role. I am doing some study. I found that Karana is also related to profession. Normally Karanam we see for an auspicious Muhurtam. Karanam means what? It is half Tidhi, which is 6 degrees. There are 2 Karnas in each Tidhi and 60 Karnas in a month. So, but how 60 Karnas come? Actually, there are only 11 Karnas. 7 are movable, 4 are fixed. But these Karnas gets rotated. So that is why in 30 days, per day, 2 Karnas, they gets rotated. So the Karana, and the day, the Karanam, the first half of the day, first half of Tidhi, which he bonds, also exerts influence on his karma. So, Karna rules the earthy element. Earthy means Bhumi, Prudvi. Prudvi, Tattva, Karna will acquire. And Mercury is the lord for a Karna. So, Karna shows innate ability and it plays an important role in career. If karna is afflicted, or it is a bad karna, so see, 4 fixed or 7 movable. So out of them, if it is a bad karna, what are the karnas we will see for a minute. It depends on their success and prosperity and profession, and their karma doing also depends on that. So now coming to Bhava Karana. This Bhava Karana is represented by lion, gives the energy, and the sun is the planet for this ruling planet. Deity is Indra. So naturally, sun means what type of professions you get, karma, what karma you do, leadership, creativity, politics, management skills, administration. So all these things, they perform top-notch karmas, duties. But they are spiritually inclined, dedicated, liberal-minded, engage in dharma karma. As per their karma will be as per dharma. Because sun represents Tanbhava, first house, is first house in charge. So that is what, if sun is well placed, their leaders want to command in Bhavakarana. Okay. Then Balavakarana. Balavakarana is represented by tiger, moon, Lord Brahma. So, like, moon. So, professions are nurturing jobs, hospitality, creativity. So all these things are Balavakarana people. They engage into these karmas activities. Kaulavakarana, they are symbolized by pig, and the ruler is the Mars. Mars qualities. So they do mostly legal negotiations, agreements, long-term commitments. But they have little fickle-minded and secretive. Secretness is Mars' weapon. So suddenly he attacks without telling. He is the Sainyadhipati, no? So his attacking will be strategic attack. So Kalavakarana people will have this type of action oriented. Then Taitula Karana, symbolized by donkey. It's also again ruled by Mercury. We have seen the positions of Mercury. And for this lord is Vishwakarma. So they are more into architecture, planning, construction, computer-related works, designing. So Taitula Karana people. And then Girija Karana, Garjakarana. Garjakarana is elephant represented by Jupiter. We know what Jupiter is. And then, so they are disciplined fellows, punctual, mature, and they do the duty as a very disciplined manner, very systematically. Then Vanij karma is represented by Venus. Vanij in the name itself, it is told Vanijyam, Vanij. So they are into trade, business, and then the Shakuni is symbolized by Yugal, Shakuni, Karana, Rahu. So Rahu means he is into quarrel-minded. No? Rahu is always quarrel. So Rahu's name, original Rahu Ketu name is Varnabhanu. So they quarreled for the Amrit, nectar. So and somebody noticed and their head was chopped. So one became Rahu, the other became Ketu. So so they are into more of this activity. Sir, am I visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay, sir. So then Shakuni is symbolized by eagle, ruled by planet Rahu. This is what we have discussed. Then Chatushpad is represented by Ketu. Ketu is into, again, government, politics. And then they are more into animal, veterinarians, weather forecasting. Into those activities they are involved. So Naga Karanam is represented by snake. So again, Rahu is the in charge for them. So he represents the Rahu represents the searching. So always he is searching. So always look for something. So snatching, sieging, inimical works, minerals and metals. These activities are performed by the Nagakarana. Kimistringa is the final one. So Kimistringa symbolized by an insect. So Kubera is the lord for this. Again, Ketu for this. So, but they are into religion and they will ever remain satisfied or accomplished. They are good. They lead a prosperous life. So these are the Karanas. And Karana, if it is different houses, how they function. So these all, I think, I'll try to end here. So then what astrology does is Mahabharata says only the grahas and nakshatras allows do not produce auspicious and inauspicious results. All the results are because of our karma itself. So the astrologer, while taking into consideration the karma phala of an individual, he goes through the dasha systems. And this is not parallel in our Western astrology. And astrology makes it possible to know past, future, and present events by considering the position of Lagna and planets. So we have a lot of astrological tools, natal charts, dasha, antardasha, PAC of planets. All these things can tell us what is our fate, what is our free will, what is our destiny, how we can minimize our life experiences. So but even then, something are under our control, something are out of our control. See, the actions of others past, the opinion of others, and then the outcome of my efforts, that is what karmanye vadkaraste. So it is not under your control. Then the future is also not under your control. How others take care of themselves, that also we don't know. That's a black area. So these are all not under our control. So what we have under control is our thoughts and actions. What I give my energy to others, that is another thing. And then how I speak to myself, then how I spend my free time, how I handle my challenges by making the SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, threat, and opportunity analysis, and also by knowing my boundaries. I'll be able to control and perform either good karma or bad karma. So this is how I wanted to end this presentation today. So any questions? I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. And then
Dhanyavadaha, Murthy garu. It's very excellent lecture, I must say. A lot of information is been presented here.
Thank you, sir.
You must have studied a lot on this thing, on these aspects. And mainly the Karanam aspect is very well established.
Thank you, sir.
And that is, normally people do not know why we do Panchangam, why do we see Panchangam and decide our time. The Karana lots also you explained, that's very good. So by which we understand why Panchanga helps, how Panchanga helps us in deciding the time of our work. Whatever work we do, by seeing the particular Karanam and what particular Yogam, and then Tithi, Nakshatram, and Varam. All these five, by seeing those things, all these are connected with astrology. Even Varam is connected with astrology, Nakshatram is connected with astrology, and even then everything is connected with some graha or another. And that graha will be ruling at that time, on that day. So based on that, we have to decide whether we are going in line with them or we are going against with them. So if you are going against with them, that will not help you. The planets are not helping you. If you are going in line with them, you get more strength. That is the idea of the astrology. The work what you do, mainly the astrology started for making the muhurtams of our yajnas and yagas so that we get good results. That's why this astrology, Jyotisham started in the beginning. Why Jyotisham has come at all in the society? Because the major work for the human is to do yajnadana tapa karma. For doing these things, you should select an auspicious place by which the planets and devatas will support you and support your actions for a good cause in the country, in the society. So for that purpose, we normally select a correct time for doing a work, a karma, the correct karma. So the karma and the planets association is very well established in this talk. I request you, sir, please send this paper to us. We will publish in our Vedavani journal. I recommend to our editorial team, please do this.
Okay,
Please
sir.
send as early as possible.
Sir.
Whether we'll see whether we can put in January issue itself or we'll
Okay,
go for
sir.
next March issue
Okay,
based
sir.
on the availability of the paper.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I request you to send the paper as soon as possible.
Okay, sir.
I request members having any doubts or any questions. And the subject is very well explained here. And the subject is very vast. The subject is very vast and very critical analysis has been given here. And people should see not once hearing. People should see this video a number of times to understand better. Because once hearing you may not be able to observe. Even the person who knows astrology also, he may not be able to absorb the points given here immediately on this spot. You have to see this video a number of times and assimilate with your knowledge and progress further. All said and done, the astrology depends based on your intuition capacity, your tapas shakti, your saraswati kataksham. So because the various subjects are there to predict a person's action, to predict a time or predict an action done by you, it is requires various aspects are to be seen. Various aspects, not one. Multi-pronged concepts are there. So all these concepts absorbing by a person, human being, is very difficult unless otherwise that Saraswati Kataksham is there. When Saraswati Kataksham is there, even the thing which you are not studied also, the Mata will take care of that and see that you speak correctly. What comes out of your mouth comes correctly. So a person who follows the astrological predictions and astrological business as a profession for him must have tapas shakti. That's why it is called Daivagna. Jyotisha, this thing is called Daivagna. Purohityam is called Mantravadam. And then Ayurveda is called Vishak because they need that particular knowledge. A Purohita needs mantra knowledge. A Bishak needs Ayurveda Vrishtasastra knowledge. A Daivagna needs Daiva Kataksham more than what the knowledge he has got on the astrology. So, not that he should not have, it should be there, but Daiva Kataksham must be there to see correctly and to do happen correctly. So, for that, Nitya Karma, Sanjhavandana the karmas, and plus your Swadharma or Acharana, Dharmacharana, Saraswati, Prarthana. These are the things required for a Daivagna to be a good astrologer, to serve the society. Everything, all these things are to serving the society. Though you earn money, that earning money only to the extent what you need for your living. Not too much. Durasha always daridram. So, more asha is daridram. People go for lakhs and lakhs of crores of rupees, enmassing, looting the public, looting the country. But what they are achieving? They are living, they are dying after 60 years or 70 years, leaving everything to others. So it's all meaningless. So how much you need, that much you should earn. That's all. That should be the motto of the human being. So with these few words, I request people to openly come forward and make this discussion more valuable by giving good questions. Any questions?
I would welcome any suggestions or observations where I will be able to improve myself in pursuit of gaining more knowledge in this area.
Yeah, this is not one lecture is not sufficient. You may have to take each subject and give lectures.
Sir, Namaste, sir. May I ask one question? Because
Yeah.
I'm Sri there.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, so that Murthy garu has told about Karanam. Karanam has an important role, but I didn't hear, first time I am hearing. He may give some more clarity, something. In this astronomical, this chart, he has told that Karanam is half Tithi, that is out of 11, 7 are stationary and 4 are round moving. So he may give some more explanation, because I am very little knowledge than compared to your so much epics members. It is maybe sorry for asking this type of question. Please.
Sir,
It's given a lot of information is given, but you can give more information now.
sir, as far as I understand, as Mahodaya Prabhakar Rao sir said, we are see the Panchangam, I mean,
Yes, sir.
deciding on the Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra only for deciding upon auspicious time. But Nakshatra role is also different in astrology. A person born in a particular Nakshatra will have certain characteristics, and that characteristics are superimposed by that Nakshatra Lord. I have already told that for some nakshatras, some lots are there. Like if I go into detail, the nakshatra lots are Aswini, Makha, Mula, Ketu. And then Bharani, Pubba, Purva, Shada, Venus. And then Kritika, Uttara, Shada, Sun. Rohini, Hasta, Sravanam, Moon. Mrigasira, Chitta, Dhanishta, Mars. Arudra, Swati, Satabisham, Rahu. Punarvasu, Visakha, Purva, Bhadra, Jupiter. Pushyami, Anuradha, Uttarabhadra, Saturn. Aslesha, Jyeshta, Revati, Mercury. So these 27 nakshatras have these 7 lords distributed. 9 lords distributed. So each lord having 3 nakshatras. So a person born in a, we see, even that moon Rasi we find. Moon, where moon is there on that day, on that particular nakshatra, when the particular person is born, that nakshatra is controls his mind, control his behavior, control his attitudes, that particular nakshatra. But that particular nakshatra is ruled by another lord, planet. So if that planet is displaced, if that planet is somewhere else, again the nakshatra will not be able to derive its results or deliver its results. Similarly, Karanam also, like in Panchanga Nakshatra is one aspect. Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karana.
Yeah,
So then
okay.
Karna is the last one. So what
Ah.
is that Karna is doing? I thought, let me see. So that is why when we wanted to make some presentation to some astrological group, then they wanted to do on profession. So profession was what we should do. I can normally take 10th house and discuss for 1 hour. No, 10th house everybody does. So what is neglected? So that is why I took Karanas. So Karanas, there are 11 Karanas basically. So, for example, Taitula Karana is there now at present. This is only an example. I am not going correctly. So, after 12 hours, Balava Karana will come. Next, again, another Chatushpada Karana will come. So, like that, these 11 Karanas move in 30 days. One Karana may get repeated. So, these 11 Karanas out of 11, 7 are fixed and 4 are mobile. So, Sthira Chara Karanas. Okay. So, coming to all the, see, the Karanas characteristics also depend on the ruling planets. That is what I told. When we take, so if Rahu is ruling that Karana, he will have bad intentions. So, that is how we say, and basically,
bad effect will be there on that.
Simple thing is the Karana Lord, what is his profession? First, I discussed planets and professions. Then I related to Karanas. So, Karana ruling planet, whoever is there, that planet's profession is Karana's profession, basically. Simple as that. What I understood. But again, Karana two, one is Devata, Prachati Devata, Adi Devata. 3 are there for Karanas also. So these 3 combinations also will work. For example, Mercury, for another Karana, Mercury is the Lord, but I told that Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma is the ruling Lord for that. Vishwakarma came into picture, he will become an architect, or he will become a planner, or he will become a designer. So that is how the Karanas are related with the planets vis-a-vis their basic qualities and characteristics. So basically Karanas. So it will take a lot of time. No, even now I left Karanas if they are in which sign. So basing on 12 signs again their the duties will change. Likewise, Karana and planets, influencing planets. Planets PAC again. So that also decides the Karana's importance or Karana's analysis. I think for this we'll stop here.
I would like to add something here. The Karanas have got 3 aspects you have to see, I hope. Please correct me if I am wrong. What you told is perfectly correct. I just want to add something to that, what you told. Murthy garu. Can I proceed?
Please, sir. Please. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what I want to say is the Karana, when you are born, what Karana is there on that time, that decides your nature, a person's nature. Okay. How that person behaves in his life. That is one first aspect of it. Second aspect of it is when you are doing some work, what Karna is playing on that day. That Karna will help or not help to you or to the work which you are taking up, or which it is again positive to you, and or it is positive to the work we are taking up. That is second aspect. Third aspect is the relation between sun and moon is the Karna decision, I hope. The decision of Karna is decided based on the degrees position with respect to sun, moon, with degrees of moon with respect to sun. I hope that is the decision of the Karana decision. The 11 Karanas that is decided, which Karana is placing, which one. And that's why every day it is coming 2 times. So that means the sun's effect on moon in the day and night is changing, right? It is working in a different fashions in 2 different times. So based on that also, this decision of the effect of that Karanam will be helpful. So these are 3 aspects probably thoroughly studied to decide a person's Karana effect. effect on a person or for the work that is being taken up. So these three factors are more important for Karana, I find. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why? Because when we take into consideration the Dainandika, Jivitam, day-to-day life, routine life, then the transit also plays an important role. On that
How much
day,
distance he is, how much moon is with respect to sun, how much distance he is.
Transit is also
This is
important.
seen.
So basing on that day, see, if your birth Karana does not match with the present Karana, then it ends in conflict.
That shows the scientific aspect of
Yeah.
the sun's light on moon, the
Yes,
scientific
sir.
practical aspect of sun's light on moon.
Yes, sir.
We are
Yes, sir.
seeing sun moon changing because of how some moon is changing is this thing, shapes, because of the aspect of sun and moon, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is like Tarabalam also,
Light
sir.
falling on sun,
Yeah.
based on that, is that?
Yes,
So
sir.
the effect of sun on moon will have decision on Karana.
Sir.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So the degrees matter, how much degrees he is. Any other question, please?
Sir, one question.
Padmavati
Ta-
garu.
Yes,
uh,
madam.
Tarabalam is important or Karanam is important when you start a new work?
Yeah, Karanam is important. You have to see what.
No, which one, like sometimes Tarabalam is good, Karanam is not good. Karanam is good, Tarabalam is not good. Then which one we have to select?
And, he will say, Mutgar will say that.
Madam, I feel what we are discussing is 5 Angas, Panchanga. So in Panchanga, we have Yogam is there, Karanam is there, Tidhi is there, Varam is there. And again, in a particular day, there is Varjam is there, Durmuhurtam is there, all these things are there. But basically, if you want to perform a work, I feel Lagna Suddhi is important. At what point you are starting your work, whether that Lagna Suddhi, Panchanga Suddhi is there or not, that you have to see. So don't go by alone. Either Karana is important or Tarabalam is important. No. First you see the Lagna Suddhi happens. That's all.
Yeah, this Lagna Siddhi depends on all the aspects of these things again. The Lagna Siddhi, it says, first you have to see the Nakshatram, whether that star is suitable to you on that day at all. First, that is to be seen, first aspect.
That is by Tarabalam.
Yeah, first when you are seeing Muhurtam, first you have to see that that star, that particular day star is suitable to you or not, to your star.
Yes.
That is first point to be seen. Then next Tithi, certain aspects Tithi is important, certain aspects star is important. Certain works star is important, certain works Tithi is important. So you have to see Tithi also, good Tithi also you have to select. Then third question comes, the major contribution is by Varam, that Varam, the whole day. What is the day? Which Graha is planning that day? That what is to be taken up. Then question comes, the particular aspect of your work. What the work you have taken up? For that work, whether these yogas, karanas will help or not. That you have to see. That's how this Panchangam is to be decided when you are deciding a Muhurtam. After seeing all these things, then you have to see, based on the work which you are seeing, which you are doing, which you are taking up, which Lagna will be suitable to that. And what is the status of that Lagnam with respect to all the grahas on that day, playing on that day. Which graha is in which house, and how that Lagnam is being aspected by those grahas. All these things are to be seen before for going to the specifics of the result of that work that you are taking up. So that's how you have to see. See, it's not just a thumb rule. The Muhurta Nirnayam is not a thumb rule. One by aspect you have to see. Right from taking from star. First you have to take your star. Your star versus the day star.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions?
నమస్కారం
Otherwise,
గురుగారు, నేను అడగచ్చా అండి పద్మావతిని? ఇందాక గురుగారు చెప్పినప్పుడు కలోకరణ, కైరవకరణ, విశ్వకరణ, గరిజకరణ అని చెప్పారు. ఇంకోటి కూడా చెప్పారండి, అది తెలుసుకోలేకపోయాను ఏంటో. కలువకరణ, కైరవకరణ, విశ్వకరణ, గరిజకరణ.
వీడియో మళ్ళీ చూడండి అమ్మా, వీడియో మళ్ళీ చూస్తే మీకు
అలాగే
అర్థం.
అలాగే.
అందుకు నేను చెప్పాను కదా, ఒకసారి వినగానే మనం అన్ని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోలేం.
అవును.
We have to see, we are really serious on knowing this subject, see the video number of times. Then you will
సరేనండి.
understand what is accept, what you have told. Every word has got a ఆణిముత్యాలు లాంటి వర్డ్స్ చెప్పారు ఆయన. So every
అవును.
word has got a value there. That is to be thoroughly studied.
అమ్మ మీరు నోట్ చేసుకుంటానంటే బావ, బాలవ,
ఆ.
కౌలువ, తైతుల, గరిజ, వనిజ, విష్టి, శకుని, చతుష్పాద, నాగ, కిమస్తుగ్న. ఈ 11
If you
కర్ణాలు.
see my Sanatana Dharma manual, which are study notes which are sent to the group, to the Sanatana Dharma group, course group, we have sent a Sanatana Dharma
Correct.
manual, which study notes we have sent to them. In that we have written about Karanas also, which planets are ruling, how many Karanas are there. All these things are there very clearly in a table form, given by our Panchang Karta, our PBT Sundari Garu. She has given that. Based on that, we have made the chart, and the chart was given in that study notes. That also will be helpful to you.
అలాగేనండి గురుగారు.
Namaskara, Mahodaya.
Yeah.
Do we get the recorded version in the group?
Shailaja Vampati. చెప్పండి.
రికార్డెడ్ ది వస్తుందా సార్? అది మనకి గ్రూప్ లో, కృతకోవిద గ్రూప్ లో వస్తుందా సార్? అది
ఏది?
ఇప్పుడు వరకు జరిగిన సెషన్ సార్
అన్ని యూట్యూబ్ లో ఉన్నాయమ్మా.
యూట్యూబ్ లో ఉన్నాయి సార్. ఓకే.
యూట్యూబ్ లో వేద సంస్కృతి సమితి అని యూట్యూబ్ లో మీరు సెర్చ్ లో పెడితే
ఓకే.
మనకి దాదాపు 850 వీడియోస్ ఉన్నాయి.
కాదు సార్, ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది
Date wise
ఈరోజు
ఉన్నాయి.
చెప్పారు.
ఏ డేట్ మీరు చూస్తారో ఆ డేట్ ఉన్నాయి. పేరు, ఎవరు లెక్చరు, ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ మీరు చేశారు అనేది రాసింది అక్కడ.
ఓకేనండి.
దాని ప్రకారంగా మీరు చూసుకోవచ్చు. వీడియోస్ లైసెన్స్ కొట్టే వీడియో మనది వస్తుంది, మన గాయత్రి బొమ్మ ఎంబలం వస్తుంది. అది కనుక క్లిక్ చేస్తే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వీడియోస్ లైన్ లో వచ్చేస్తాయి మీకు, ఒకటి.
ధన్యవాదాలు మహోదయ.
డేట్ వైజ్ మీరు చూసుకోవచ్చు. డేట్ వైజ్ వస్తాయి. డేట్ వైజ్ చూసుకుంటే మీకు తెలుస్తుంది ఏ డేట్ చూడాలనుకుంటే ఆ డేట్ చూడవచ్చు.
మహోదయ ధన్యవాదాలు.
వాళ్ళది ఒక 2 రోజుల్లో వస్తుంది. టుమారో క్లిక్. ఎనీ అదర్ క్వశ్చన్ ప్లీజ్, అదర్వైజ్ విల్ గో ఫర్ ప్రార్థన. పద్మావతి గారు చేస్తారా? నేను చేయను.
చేస్తాను గురుగారు. చేయమంటే ముందు జనగణమని చెప్పనా అండి, ప్రార్థన చేయను?
ముందు ప్రార్థన, తర్వాత జనగణమన
చెప్తాను. ఓం స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్యః పరిపాలయంతాం న్యాయేన మార్గేణ మహిమహీస్యాః గోబ్రాహ్మణేభ్యః శుభమస్తు నిత్యం. లోకాః సమస్తాః సుఖినో భవంతు. కాలే వర్షతు పర్జన్యః పృథివీ సస్యశాలిని. దేశోऽयं శోభరహితో బ్రాహ్మణాः సంతు నిర్భయాः. అపుత్రాः పుత్రిణः సంతు, పుత్రిణः సంతు పౌత్రిణः. అధనాः సధనాः సంతు, జీవంతు శరణాం శతం. శరదాం శతం, జీవంతు శరదాం శతం. సత్యం వద, ధర్మం చర, స్వాధ్యాయాన్ మా ప్రమదః. సర్వే భవంతు సుఖినః, సర్వే సంతు నిరామయాః. సర్వే భద్రాణి పశ్యంతు, మా కశ్చిత్ దుఃఖభాగ్ భవేత్. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. ఓం పూర్ణమదః పూర్ణమిదం పూర్ణాత్ పూర్ణముదచ్యతే పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. సర్వే జనా సుఖినో భవంతు, సమస్త సన్మంగళాని భవంతు. స్వస్తి. ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః.
ధన్యవాదः. లెట్ us go for జనగణమన. ప్లీజ్ స్టాండ్ అప్ ఎవ్రీబడి. అపరము
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद
జై హింద్ జై హింద్ జై శ్రీరామ్ జై శ్రీరామ్
जय श्री राम
నమస్కారः సర్వేభ్యः ధన్యవాదः let us meet again tomorrow for పంచతంత్ర కథ సంస్కృత లెక్చర్ సంస్కృత సంభాషణ కార్యక్రమం and again next Saturday please do come ధన్యవాదాలు